Hailey and I saw Miss Selena, and they were just chatting, and I was like, okay, this is the moment. This is the moment to change the world.
The drama between Hailey Bieber and Selena Gomez just keeps rolling. And now there's another wave of gossip lighting up the internet. This time, it started with something as simple as an unfollow. But when it comes to these two, fans are always watching closely, and it didn't stop there. People are now saying Justin Bieber might be throwing some low-key shade at Benny Blanco, which only adds more fuel to the fire. The whole thing is turning into a tangled mess that's hard to ignore. It's like no matter what Hailey and Justin do, rumors chase them around. Even though they've been married for a while now, the internet never lets up. All it takes is one photo, one post, and suddenly everyone is shouting about a possible breakup. That's exactly what happened recently. Justin posted a bunch of random pictures on Instagram, and people started speculating that he wasn't doing well emotionally. Add that to the fact that Hailey was seen without her wedding ring, and social media took off with wild theories. Some said they were fighting, others said she was getting ready to leave him every few days. There's a new story about these two. This time it was the missing ring that set everything off. People immediately assumed something serious was going on between them, but the very next day, Hailey was spotted wearing her ring again. Just like that, the panic cooled off and people moved on. Still, it shows how fast the internet jumps to conclusions. A single photo is enough to send fans into a frenzy. The crazy part is that celebrities don't always wear their rings every minute of the day. It's not always a big deal. Sometimes it's just for comfort or because they're doing something where jewelry gets in the way. But with Hailey and Justin, it's like people are just waiting for any excuse to say the marriage is falling apart. The spotlight is constant, and every small move becomes headline news. Then came the situation with Selena Gomez. The peace fans thought existed between her and Hailey seems to be crumbling. Just a few days ago, people noticed that Hailey and Selena had unfollowed each other on social media. It might sound small, but that triggered another explosion of gossip. That simple act made it look like whatever understanding they had reached was over, and people definitely noticed. Their brief moment of peace started back in October 2022, when the two of them showed up at the same event and even took a photo together. For a second, it looked like the drama was finally settling down. The event was the Academy Museum Gala, and when fans saw Hailey and Selena smiling side by side, it felt like a shock, because they had been put against each other for years. Seeing them together like that seemed almost unreal. The picture was taken by Tyrell Hampton, a well-known celebrity photographer. He even said he knew in that moment how powerful that image would be. For fans, it felt like a turning point. Like maybe the long-running comparisons and drama were finally over. But that hope didn't last long. TikTok started blowing up with claims that Hailey and her group were mocking Selena. It started when Selena posted a video saying she accidentally over-laminated her eyebrows. A harmless comment, really.
Literally had no idea what I was doing. No, but honestly, the entire thing was an accident. You know the super iconic part of the song? That was an accident. I didn't even know how to use the software, but the song ended up still being like so big.
But then Hailey and Kylie Jenner posted their own eyebrow-related content shortly after. To some fans, it felt like a subtle jab, and the internet exploded. Fans immediately accused them of being petty or mean-spirited, and labeled them as jealous. The situation turned nasty quickly. Suddenly, Hailey's comment section was filled with threats and hate. It got so bad that Selena had to step in. She posted a message on her Instagram story saying that Hailey had reached out to her and asked for help. Selena didn't ignore the situation. Instead, she stood up and told her fans to stop spreading hate. Selena made it clear that bullying and harassment weren't okay and asked people to calm down. She didn't have to say anything, but she did. That surprised a lot of people, especially because Justin didn't say much at all to support Hailey during that time. The silence from him only added more tension to the whole mess.
If you giving me the silent treatment, at least tell me why. I have anxiety and I have overthinking. Left and right, they go hand in hand. If you give me any room for error, there will be error. Now you're cheating.
Afterward, Hailey thanked Selena publicly for defending her, and it looked like the feud might finally come to an end. But that hope faded too. As this year went on, rumors started to pick up again. Some people were calling Hailey obsessed with Justin's past, especially when it came to Selena. The accusations were over the top, but they gained traction. Just when things seemed to calm down, the unfollow happened. On June 19th, fans noticed Hailey and Selena no longer followed each other, and that set off a fresh wave of chaos. Now, people are digging through every little thing. Old interviews, past photos, anything that might hint at what's going on. The speculation is endless. Neither Hailey nor Selena has said anything publicly about the unfollow, but fans are connecting it back to the same old rumors: jealousy, rivalry, drama, all circling the same people, and it's always the same cycle. Things calm down then. Something small sparks a whole new storm. It's like they're stuck in a loop. Every move they make is analyzed, overanalyzed, and turned into gossip. There's no breathing room. Whether it's Selena, Hailey, or Justin, they can't seem to step outside without someone spinning a story around it. Even silence becomes a headline. The sad part is, a lot of this is out of their control. The public keeps dragging them back into drama even if they're not doing anything to fuel it. A missing ring, an Instagram post, an unfollow anything can become the next viral moment, and the internet never forgets. Once a theory catches on, people hold on to it. So even when Hailey and Selena tried to show unity, the moment didn't last. That one photo from 2022 gave fans a glimpse of peace, but it was only temporary. Every new rumor just reopens the wounds. There's been a lot of noise lately, and it's hard to tell whether this latest drama is really about Hailey and Justin's rocky marriage, or something more to do with Selena and Benny Blanco. A bunch of fans are convinced that Justin doesn't get along with Benny anymore, even though they used to be tight. Whatever the real reason behind the Selena and Hailey unfollow is, nobody knows for sure. But of course, the internet didn't waste a second spinning theories. People are acting like it was only a matter of time, saying that if the vibe between them was off, or if they just weren't close anymore, why keep following each other at all? No one wants to keep seeing someone pop up in their feed if it just causes stress or brings back awkward feelings. Honestly, maybe unfollowing each other was the healthiest move they could make. It might be easier to just hit that button and stop keeping tabs on each other's lives. That way they can focus on themselves without constantly being dragged into each other's drama. What's still unclear is who hit unfollow first. Some fans have been digging around and believe it happened at the same time, like it was a quiet, mutual decision. Almost like they both said, let's just call it, maybe muting each other wasn't enough anymore. They wanted a clean break, but, of course, things didn't stop there. Once the unfollow hit the timeline, fans went into detective mode, trying to connect the dots and figure out what pushed things over the edge. That's when people started looking at Justin's social media posts, and that's where it got even messier. He had recently shared a reel that mocked the way artists talk about their songs, and fans thought it was way too specific to be random. The original video was by creator Seven Johnson, but once Justin reposted it, the comments started pouring in. People were saying it sounded exactly like how Benny Blanco speaks in interviews. One person even commented, "This is clearly aimed at Benny," while another asked, "Is this supposed to be a Benny impression?" The reel blew up almost instantly, with fans sure Justin was throwing low-key shade. Given the timing, just as the Selena and Hailey drama was picking back up, it looked way too convenient. Fans began to wonder if Justin still had feelings about Selena being with Benny, especially because Justin and Benny were once close friends. One short Instagram story turned into a whole new chapter of drama, and just when things couldn't get messier, Justin dropped another video on his story, and fans thought that one hinted at trouble between him and Hailey. The clip was vague, but people were convinced it showed that Hailey was ignoring him or giving him the cold shoulder. The internet ran wild with theories. Every second of that short clip was picked apart like it was some hidden message. People online are always ready to piece together a puzzle, even if there's no real puzzle to begin with. While all of this was happening, new reports started showing up in the press from sources close to the couple, adding more fuel to the fire. Page 6 dropped an article saying Justin and Hailey were having real problems in their marriage. According to those sources, Justin is getting tired of how much Hailey cares about appearances, that she's more focused on how their relationship looks online than how it actually feels behind closed doors. People that it feels like she's performing for the cameras, and it's starting to wear him down. It's easy to see why this would make people think their marriage is in trouble. With their lives constantly under the spotlight and every move under scrutiny, things are bound to feel overwhelming. Even a short post can kick off a storm of breakup rumors. Another source told Entertainment Tonight that Justin's lack of drive lately has been bothering Hailey. They said things aren't looking very promising at the moment. It wasn't that long ago when Hailey herself spoke out about all the pressure she and Justin have been under. In an interview with Vogue, she admitted that the public obsession with their relationship has never let up. When asked if she thought things would calm down by now, especially after being married for 7 years, she said she expected it would, but it hasn't. She said she thought maybe if they had a child. She laughed and said, "I guess they're just going to stay mad," and she might be right. The attention doesn't fade. Every time Justin posts something odd or emotional, the internet goes wild with speculation. It's like the drama has a life of its own. One cryptic story and everyone's talking again. Somehow, everything always loops back to Hailey. Whether it's what she's wearing, who she's following, or what Justin's doing, it all becomes a headline. To be fair, Hailey hasn't exactly stayed out of it either. Fans have caught her liking posts over the years that seem like subtle digs at Selena, which only keeps the rivalry alive in the public eye. Even if those likes were innocent or random, it's all people need to keep the drama going. Every action becomes part of a bigger story,